All right, Leprechaun, Sean, and Diego. This is our season finale. This is the last time we'll get together and review Insecure. This is the last episode of Insecure ever. First of all, let's start there. How do y'all feel about that?
I think it was perfect timing.
Okay.
They didn't need to go past. They need to go past it. I think it ended bright, even though it was left with a lot. But I mean, I think we were left if we wanted more. But I still think this was like the perfect ending to a great show.
Okay, I like that. What about you, Leprechaun?
I wanted to see more. I want to see the kids get big. I want to see Molly and Tori have a bad argument and get back together. I want to see Issa marry somebody.
Ooh.
Lawrence.
Even though he's around.
Ooh,
We ain't Team Lawrence, just to let y'all know. He is. We not.
Shouting this out, but we'll get to that later. What about you, Sean?
It was a awesome season. I definitely wanted more, but it ended on a great note. I put it that way. I did want to see Issa get married, but I definitely think she was engaged. So if y'all haven't watched it, or if you're gonna go back and watch it, look at her finger. Look at her ring finger
On the last scene. And tell me what you think.
I got some questions.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that up.
Oh, I got some questions.
So, since you got so many questions, Diego, it's as usual. Diego's gonna ask us some questions. This go around, actually, he's gonna be in front with us, and we're gonna hear his intake on some of these questions too. So, what's the first question you got for us?
I want to go with this because this is in my head. Mm-hmm. Now, y'all want Issa to be married and all this. Is Issa marriage material?
Most definitely. The come up, stop playing.
The come up is right. You're right.
She came up on her own at that and worked very, very hard
Hell
to get there.
She was
so
from the
I think she
slums.
deserved to marry somebody she is marriage material. Sorry.
Okay. Sean?
Yeah, I think she's marriage material. I'm gonna piggyback off what Leprechaun said. She grew up. Like, look at her from season 1. Look at how she was treating people in season 1. How she changed every single season. So in season 5, she came up. Definitely, she's marriage material. She's an independent woman, so she's ready.
I can't say. I feel like, well, here's a question. What is marriage material? Like, I'm at that point in life where it's just like, I feel like your life never prepares you for that season of your life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you're ever ready for a marriage or ready for a kid or ready for an endeavor that you are going after. However, like, what is marriage material? Like, I can't say. I don't necessarily think she's the 100 complete woman that one kind of a guy would want to be with. And then on the other hand, I see where she is that 100% ready marriage material wifey. But I don't know. That essentially to me would be a question that Lawrence would have to answer.
Yeah, well, that's who she want to be with. So it's his opinion. But I'm just asking, when you see her, does she fit in your mind? Does she fit as a marriageable woman?
What does that look like, D? Tell me.
I don't know. I mean, I always think just somebody who, is kind, caring, nurturing.
I know a lot of kind, caring, nurturing women, but
a marriage is still between two people. So if you like her for what she is and you feel like you want to marry her, then that's it. But I don't know. I mean,
I think she has the vulnerability, the attention span, the willpower, the what's the word I want to use? What's something like encourage? The drive to be married. Yes.
I think at the end of this show, you've seen a different Issa D.
Yeah.
You've seen a more mature version of her. You've seen a more stable, all that stuff, making her own decisions. So I feel like if we want to think about what we would like to see in the next future, I feel like she'll be married. Because look at Molly.
Here's how I answer your question. If we're going based on Issa from season 1 to this season and who she has grown to be as an individual, I'll say based upon season 1 and Issa now in season 5, absolutely she's marriage material.
Yeah, she's grown up.
Based on just that. But on the flip side, real life wise, that is a good question to think about. What is marriage material? Because I think that's something that's used lightly. Everybody runs around talking that they're hubby material or wifey or bae material, but are you really? What's the next question?
All right, so this is gonna be something I like. Who do you think had the best style this season or all seasons? I want to see whose style y'all like. Whose style you like? 'Cause I love Issa's style. I love Molly's style. I love Tiff's style. I love it. I don't know who got the best style. Lawrence clean up. That nigga be clean. Lawrence be clean. So if I have to pick, I'm gonna go. If I have to pick,
Two.
okay, yeah,
No,
do the men.
we gonna do them separate.
No, I gotta clean. I gotta do the men too. So for me, women,
God
I've
damn.
always liked. Damn, Issa did kill it this season. This season, Issa probably was killing it, but Molly been clean all the time. So I'm gonna say Issa this season, and the whole season, the whole episode, the whole series is Molly, and then for men, shit, I like Nate. Yeah, no, hell no. That nigga corny as hell. He don't be
He
that
like a farmer.
Nah, what's the realtor? The realtor, he be kind of clean. But I'm still gonna pick Lawrence. I gotta pick Lawrence for the
Molly's
men.
husband, what's his name?
Hell no.
He be in some tight suits.
He
Hell
was in
no.
a nice suit.
If you know what a good
guess.
suit is, he be in some nice suits.
Lawrence suit. The wedding was hard. Lawrence be clean.
All back was clean.
All right.
So
All
Lawrence
back
got
was
the
clean.
men.
I give it to him. I think it would be between Issa and Lawrence. And here's the funny thing. If you look at them, the two, they both have the very same style.
Yeah.
It's in the same like genre, that bohemian, I'm rich, not rich, laid back, humble kind of vibe.
Now
Like,
Lawrence got clean like he was Mr. GQ, like he was rich. That nigga ain't never.
I saw that in him the whole time.
That's what
Y'all
I'm
was
saying.
sleeping on him.
That's what I'm
Y'all was
saying.
sleeping on
Yeah,
him.
we know,
I
Rashad.
knew
We know.
he had it.
Okay, Leprechaun, who you
Period.
got?
Okay, Molly definitely on the style for women, except for that hair. I'm sticking with what I said. I'm sticking with what I said.
Did you see what I put?
But in the end, the wigs for everything.
Yeah.
She had a little bob going on and stuff. It was cute on her.
Y'all talked about her fashion the whole season. So really, who had the best fashion?
Molly was clean.
No, I'm just saying. If you really think about
Molly
it, like
always been
her
tier,
whole
yeah.
character this whole season, because I follow a lot of discussion groups, and they all like every episode. There's a debate about something Molly had on every single episode. So I just think that that's brilliant on Issa Rae's part, because this whole season everybody was talking about Molly's fashion sense.
They had everything on my baby except for a wig.
Oh my.
But she was sharp otherwise. Neck down, everything. But not them wigs, baby. You need your wigs, baby. You did a good job this season, but you still need them wigs.
Sean, what you thinking?
Molly for the women, of course, and Lawrence for the men. Like y'all know I'm a suit guy anyway, so yeah, Lawrence, them suits are sharp. Yeah, them suits are sharp.
Lawrence is sharp. I think Lawrence is a good example of what a handsome black male is, and I want to shout Issa Rae out for that. I think she showed black excellence at its best. I think Kelly did a fantastic job of representing our plus size woman. She wore very flattering things. She showed how it should be done. She showed how to embrace. You know what else I want to highlight that a lot of girls and women, not just girls, but women need to take note of with Issa Rae? She showed how goofiness is sexy nowadays. Don't no man want no Kim Kardashian no more. Don't no man want no Amber Rose where you don't say shit. Men like that vulnerability,
She wasn't sensitive.
that
She wasn't
goofiness.
sensitive. You can
All
joke
of
about
her
it. You can joke
females,
for her. She was not sensitive about
all
nothing.
of Kelly was a jokester.
Even
Molly was a
Molly.
jokester. Issa was awkward and a jokester. So that's
Tiffany, though.
Tiffany, we
Tiffany,
always
yes.
leave her
Tiffany.
out. But Tiffany, matter of fact, that goes to ask that leads to this question I got. What do you think about married friends with friends who are not married?
You need them.
You need them, so you
do need balance.
Yeah.
But you know that it's not always easy.
Now you can't listen to them too much. It's just like if you're in a relationship and you got a bunch of single ass friends and you asking them about your relationship, they gonna obviously tell you from they looking at, because they single and they've been single for a long time. So you can't listen to everything they say. You need them to balance your life out, but you can't take everything they say. You got to take it with a grain of salt. And
So
just
you got
kind
a
of
friend who is married and you about to go, and I know that you're not like into this, but I'm just gonna use it as an example. But you're about to go to the strip club. Do you feel like it's certain things that married friends you wouldn't be able to invite them to? Or do you feel like a married person and a single person should always be able to hang out regardless of him being a man spoken for?
I think it depends on the marriage. Because if you
My
got
married
if
friends
there-
had
if
me
that
in the strip
woman,
club.
if you got a woman that's insecure and don't want their man to go, or they just plan, or they've been putting on a front that is so great and it's really not, then I wouldn't bring him something like that. But
So
if the
would you be
marriage
his
is
friend
cool,
then if she was that impactful on him?
Would I do what?
Would you still be his friend if she was that
I would probably
impactful?
honestly, I would probably distance myself as I go, because if he's letting her, like, not saying he letting her run them, but if they're that tight and like they're inseparable and everywhere he goes she go, like, I just think I would probably back because I can't be with that because I'm single.
Yeah.
And I'm out here trying to do whatever.
Which is why I always ask, can you be friends? Because Molly's gonna have to face that now.
That's true.
But I think Molly's situation is a little different. We might be jumping to your questions. I don't want to take over
you
this.
good. We good.
But I'm just saying, Molly is now a spoken for woman. Now, the cool thing that Molly did was she brought her dude around, her friends early on, so they were able to kind of all establish that relationship amongst one another, which a lot of people, you know, it's like, oh, I don't bring my man around my friends. Well, if you can trust your friends, you should bring your man around your friends, because your friends gonna see something in your man that you might not see. And also, it allows your friends and your dude or your woman to all curate some kind of a relationship, and everybody knows where they stand. Your friends know their boundaries, he knows his boundaries, or your new girl knows their boundaries, and everybody can kind of curate, because maybe it'll be easier for Molly. But I always wonder, like, when I have friends who get married, like, is this going to change our friendship? Because I'm doing single people shit. Like, I'm a 100% single kind of guy. So, Sean, what do you think about that?
Okay, so I do have married friends, and like, so for instance, like, if I want to, like you said, if you want to go to the strip club, they can't go all the time. You can't even be yourself. Like, if we go out, exactly like the person I used to hang out with back in the day in our 20s, we were scrubbing the ground and jumping on bars. No, I wasn't doing all that, but but like Dee said, we can't do the same things. Like, I might can stay out to 4 or 5 in the morning because I ain't got nobody. You got to be in before the sun come up. Yeah. So that's how I feel.
Guys, for real, my married friends have me in the strip club, literally. I don't even want to go. They were like, you gonna go with us? I was like, oh, I guess I'll go.
See, you hang around them kind of people, though. So,
And they be together like, okay, we going, baby.
yeah.
Do you like
I
her
don't
baby?
know.
Yeah, we like her baby. Yeah, all of
So
that.
that, like, I don't know. I just
So do we
feel
trying to
like
take them home?
They don't let me see that part, I hope. Maybe I had that one eye closed. Like, I don't want to see it.
oh no.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to know y'all doing that. Cause we got with the disease. Y'all be like, what happened? That girl from the strip club. I totally behind about that.
Oh,
One with the
damn.
fake ass.
I don't know. I think that's something major, and a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of younger people too don't understand that. Like, sis, when you get married, or bro, when you get married, that's cool and
different.
dandy.
It's different.
But I gotta look, and then here's another thing. Why is the single person at fault when we put that boundary up? Like, bro, you married, I can't invite you over to the party that I'm going to. You can't come to this party, friend, because you're married. You're married. But then they make you feel bad, like, I'm married, but that ain't the end of the world. Well, you're married, so why I gotta be the bad person because I didn't invite you to a singles trip? Or why I gotta be the bad person because I didn't invite you to a random night at the bar?
That part.
Yeah, we used to do it all the time, but that was when you weren't married. When you found your
Just a respect
significant
factor
other.
too when you get married. I got respect for you and your marriage, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put you in situations that I know you drink a lot.
Yeah.
I know when you get fucked up, you get touchy
Yeah.
feely. I'm not about to put you in this situation.
That's a
so
good one.
it's a respect factor for you and your wife or your husband or your husband. Like,
That's fair.
you know.
That's fair.
But I do have a question now.
Yeah.
How do y'all like? I love it. How do y'all like how Issa writes to black men? How she makes the black men that she talks to. how they like. Have you ever noticed that? Like the way that she write, like, it's like Tyler Perry. You know, Tyler Perry write his black men, and they like. They bullshit. It's bullshit. But the way she writes them is like
no. Tyler Perry, if you're listening, I don't think that. Don't blacklist me.
Shit.
I don't think
that shit is so typical.
That's
I love that.
I'm just saying I ain't gonna blacklist myself, but I do. I like
how she writes.
I think it's needed. I think that's the thing that is attractive about Issa to me. She fights for the black culture, and she fights for the underdogs, and that's really the males. She gave him. What else can we say? Yes, it's some of us out there that make mistakes, and or not even a mistake, but have kids, and they know how to co-parent, and they're aggressively in their child's life. There's some black men out there that is about their business. It's black men out there that fight obstacles that the average white person or white male in their workplace doesn't have to battle. Let's just be honest with it. And I think that she did a great job through all of the seasons showing the struggles, and over the course of the series, or seasons rather, I think she did a great job showing that if you stay and stick to whatever you're going for, you can have a glow up just like Lawrence. Come from a crusty ass, dusty ass hoopty.
Yeah, it was like an 03
It was
Jaguar.
just a Jaguar.
That was nice.
Diego says that because he had that.
I had a Jaguar.
He had that.
Oh, that is right. I forgot about that.
But that Jaguar was clean, and that Jaguar got him plenty of women. It got his ass Issa D.
Hey,
it got his ass out the house.
But look,
look,
let's think about it. He had that car. He had Issa. He blew up. He had his glow up moment, and it was a full circle. He ended up with Lisa. Ended up with a nice ass house. Probably pushing damn Benz. Like completely full circle. So I think that she did a fantastic job sending a message out there to the black male that's trying to go after their dreams and make shit happen and make a better life for themselves with everything that we go against, and also showing the flip side. There's some black guys out there that's really stepping up to the plate because it's a new generation.
Definitely.
What about you, Leprechaun?
I feel the same way you feel. Like she did a great job highlighting how black men are more than just drug dealers or in the hood doing nothing. She did a really good job of highlighting how they were able to cut hair, create an app, and what is that? A music produce, because that was Daniel did that. So she had everybody a spectrum of different black men that show a positive light on how we really do operate us outside what the white people think we do.
Sean, do you think that she taunted the black man's image because she highlighted that a lot of African American men deal with mental illness?
No, because she's telling the truth. A lot of us do deal with mental illness. A lot of people don't talk about it. You got people walking around here every day with depression going on, but guess what? You'll never know because they're not saying anything about it because it's not talked about. So I think Issa did a great job putting that out there, letting it be known.
You know, I'm glad you said that because, you know, it creeps me out. Have y'all seen on social media that trending TikTok or Instagram reel thing where they say like, post a picture at your darkest moment that nobody ever knew, and then you see all of these videos of like people, and you would think, bruh, you look like you are living your life, like you were depressed then. So it is something that I think that needed to be light shedded on, and I don't think that she taunted. So let me just go ahead and clear my name on that. I think that she brought light, and hell, she probably even saved lives. What you think, D?
What are you talking about? The mental illness or just? Yeah. But no. I don't think it did nothing like that. I think it just had more people that it made people want to more engage and figure out what was going on with them. But I mean, when it comes down to how she wrote the black man, coming from me, what I seen, I like the fashion she gave them, like the appeal she gave them. Even when they were chasing her, the approach that they had where they wasn't thirsty. They was like, you know, Daniel ran up to a job and was like, oh, well, okay, this ain't happened, whatever, left. How he came back into her picture, how she would go on dates with black men, how they were. I mean, even the little side piece she had that was the TSA dude, and he was like, yeah, we used to get it in back in the day, like, you know, it was lit. And I think she probably did the best job I've seen of like writing for black men and how it is in the current dating market, how it is to just be out there living in California, like, and just how they were. I mean, Lawrence, he slept on the couch, but when he got cleaned up, he got cleaned up. Daniel, when he came to the party and had the suit on, he was clean. Even Nathan, she made, even the little Asian dude that was in there, she did good. And also, she did something that I think really got a lot of people's attention. Is the first season, second season, when Molly was dating a little light-skinned dude, and he came out talking about a gay experience. And she judged him for that. And he said, I just had a gay experience. And she asked him to tell her about it. He told her about it. She felt some type of way, but he kind of put her in her place about it after a while. But like, I thought that was a shining moment because we don't know how many men have been in that situation.
I thought the fact that she gave him such grief about it.
Yeah.
She told her friends and they were like,
yeah, they was like, what the fuck? They was like, that's, yeah.
Man. It showed her being like, it showed her putting up the walls in the beginning. Like, it showed that, because watching Molly from the beginning,
I was just about to bring this up.
Molly was my ideal.
Yeah.
And then she did something like that when the dude, I was like, well, damn, he ain't out in the parking lot now. He with you, you know. So like, what's going on? And she just
happy you said that.
And then the fact that she ended up knocking on his door.
Yes, the next, like months later, because she couldn't, because old boy fucked her over at the party. Yes, and then she got dick down and ate cereal, but she did. But I'm happy you brought that up, and I want to bring this up to the women watching. This is the question: how do y'all feel about Molly's whole transformation, life, but also? She was the ideal woman for most women. She had the good job, she had money, but all the walls that she built up and how fucked up, not it wasn't fucked up, but how her life was kind of like just going everywhere.
She was the perfect person that had everything together, but it wasn't together.
Exactly. How do y'all feel about that? Cause she had the shit. Cause remember, Issa just got the shit. Molly been had it the whole damn show. She just couldn't find a fucking man. Cause she had, problems of herself.
Story that's in our society right now.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm putting light on it. What did y'all think
it had as much of an impact as you probably think it had, because I think a lot of people go through that and they don't want to admit to it. But I think that the fact that she highlighted it and showed that it's okay and showed that there is something called hope on the other side, and that the only thing that is stopping you from getting to where you want, and there's a lot of girls who don't understand this, and it's really, really simple. The way to get to the other side, or the way to get to where you're trying to go, is to not be so defensive, not hold on to everything that you've gone through, not expecting that every situation is going to end the way that it previously ended. That is the only way you're going to get to where you're trying to go. Because the moment you keep those walls up, the moment you keep being mad at the wrong people, you're putting negativity out there in the universe towards someone who doesn't deserve it. So times two, and you're expecting greatness to come back. You're not deserving of it at that point. Like, really, think about that. You're not deserving of it at that point. So I think that, hopefully, and I'm going to say this being a male, women are supposed to be smarter than us. Hopefully, women are able to look at this women fan base series, show, Insecure, and pick up on that and learn how to let go of some things that you've been holding on. For one, it'll make you feel better. And for two, it'll allow people into your life. Holding on to that unnecessary negativity ain't doing nothing but delaying you from your blessings. What you think, Sean?
I think Molly, she was very prideful. She had a lot of pride. She had a lot of pride and that ego.
And a lot of women have that going on right now while they're in these situations. And that's no shade. That's just being real.
Yeah, it's just
we're
honest.
not trying to bash y'all.
Not bashing at all. It's
because
just
this is the
100.
perfect example of what y'all want. And she was the perfect example. A lot of y'all just prideful with egos, and that's just a part of being black too. We gotta get better with that. That black pride is real.
Is unserious.
Let's not get it twisted, because we are hard on our own black men as men. So don't think that we not coming at men too. This ain't no woman bashing podcast. But go ahead. Go ahead.
But yeah, she had a lot of pride, and I like that about Molly, and I like that she was a go-getter. She worked hard for what she had, for everything she had, but sometimes that work will mess up what you trying to build with somebody else, and Molly was running into that, and on top of that, she was doing fucked up shit at the same time and not realizing it until it was brought to her attention. Now I look up to Molly. I love Molly, but boo, I'm glad you finally got it together come season 5 and you finally got married.
Nobody, I'll be honest, I never thought I would see her with her boss. I didn't think he was the type. I would see how they would move, but
you know why?
Because she projected out that this is the certain men that she wanted, and then it finally came back, and I'm like, you picked. Which he was a cool dude. It's just I just didn't see that.
You know why? Only reason that worked out is because it was her boss. That's why I said sometimes you cannot avoid certain situations. If you think about it, Molly did not get a man.
She had to find an alpha. She had to find a real alpha.
That ain't even it. We're parallel, but that's not it. She didn't find her love. She didn't find her happiness until she submitted to what was coming to her. All of it. Everything that she tried to control.
Yeah. She had no control over this one.
That's when she wasn't going her way.
That's true.
And when she finally learned how to let things happen the way it was supposed to happen, that's why she got over her mother's death.
But that's the message
as
that should be
quick as
going.
she did.
That's the message that should be going out. You can't control everything.
Right.
You have to let shit happen. If you fucking fail here, or if you fucking break up with this guy, or you break up with that girl, it's for a reason.
But it's our grandmothers.
You can't change it. You gotta let that shit go.
It's our grandmothers that put this in their head. True. You know, oh, you do it on your own. You don't need no man. Go work. Go get your own money. Go get your school.
Those were the grandmothers that were single.
Right. Well,
and who was not married. I'm serious. Those were the grandmothers who got divorced and was not married no more.
That problem. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. So that's from that. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Or the single aunties. The aunties that was rich.
What they were told to do. They went out and they went and got it for themselves. Then let's be real. Workplace is not easy for women.
Hell no.
White women included.
They go through a lot.
So just imagine the black woman in the workplace, and then you're in a male-dominated industry. You have this guy that's over you. You're so defensive. You don't even see that he is calling for you as a soulmate. Like he's in your face saying, "I'm your soul. I'm your husband, dumbass." But because you're so egotistical, you're so driven to be independent, and you're so mad at the world and trying to control everything, you don't even see your husband in front of you.
What if all on top of everything you just said, like the egotistical and things like that, what if it's not any of those things at all? What if it's because of circumstances and time and just being a black woman that she not really being those things at all? They just traits that are there.
That's called life. That's called life.
I think a lot of times we project and we say you being this, you being this, you being this, but that person not being that any of those things at all. It's just what we see.
But see,
you gotta look outside of what you see and what we. Sometimes you gotta read between the narrative. You gotta read the narrative between the narrative. Mm-hmm. So the common narrative that we always see, she egotistical, she this, but we also see that Molly's vulnerable. Yes, she is sensitive. Yes. She has the hardest fucking exterior, but she is sensitive as shit. Like, how many times have we seen in every season, you say one thing to her and the bottom of her eyes is up. And so people like that.
The first season when her Issa got into it.
Yeah. You know, I say this because I see this in people too often, that we automatically say, especially as black, we all black here. As black people, we, like you say, we get to be critical on each other, and we can be, our own worst critics and things like that. But what if it's like we not even really doing these things? We not really projecting out these things that people see. It's just there.
No, well, see, here's the thing, though. That's just called reacting to life. I think we all go through life and it makes you feel a certain kind of way. And yes, we all supposed to read between the lines. But sometimes when you react to your everyday life a particular way for so long, you don't necessarily see your behaviors. So it's in times when sometimes you need to hear hello, gut check yourself. Like, the reason why you are always down talking men is something that we need to address within you, and not necessarily the man that you are attracting and the man that you're choosing to give your time to. It's not their fault that you're choosing that type of a man. So I just think that, like, you kind of gotta look at it in that sense. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I think a lot of times we do forget that, you know, we can have our own issues, we can have our own holdups or whatever you want to call it, but everybody goes through life, and it's not necessarily beneficial for you to do that to yourself all the time. You know, like, let go of that one thing that you don't really need to hold on to. It's okay. I don't know.
I do want to end this Molly one with it's funny because Molly got every man that she wanted. She literally, every man that she wanted to attract, she got. But at the end, the one that she never even expected came about because he had all the qualities she wasn't thinking about that actually she needed. And he probably helped her get through the mama situation more than we know. They didn't show that. But I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, I remember saying that I like a balance of what I want and then what I need.
Now, back to something Rashad was saying. He was right.
As always.
He was fucking right. Lawrence and Issa got back together. But he
Dang.
was right. How did you come to this conclusion that they were going to get back together?
I think that for one, I'm very interested in Issa as a black content creator. And I like how she writes and how she engages with her audience. So I knew that it has to have been something extreme that you wouldn't anticipate that would happen swiftly. Not quickly, but swiftly. So that's what led. Every story begins with two characters, most love story wise. Two characters. They start off in the beginning. They go through trials and tribulations, and they end up in the end. So I kind of just used that. I used that thought process. Now, on the flip side, how do you think a Tyler Perry would have ended that?
I don't even want to comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. We seen For Color Girls and all that shit. No comment.
So, what you think?
I'm not speaking on that.
No. To Diego's question.
Because you was Team Lawrence, right?
Yeah, I'm Team Lawrence. Yeah, I'm
Team
Team Lawrence. Yeah, I'm Team Lawrence, and I'm gonna say I didn't think they were actually gonna get back together. I was like, yeah, I was like that. I thought they were just gonna be friends. I just thought she was gonna just be by herself.
That's what I'm saying. Someone keep coming back in your life like that. Like, you got somebody who keep coming back in your life, and it's just like, just fuck it. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all did that, but like, just be with, like, just get it over with. Goddamn, like, quit running around in circles. Like, y'all are doing the most, and you too.
Wait a minute.
You too.
Wait. What are you bringing me in this for?
You got somebody that y'all go around in circles and circles and circles, and that.
No. What y'all call that in the
U-turn?
U-turn relationship.
This is more of a. We Jeff Gordon over here. We Jeff Gordon, baby.
I low-key
Both of
think
us.
they got something going on, but they just real secretive about it. But that's okay. I'm not cop blocking. He's a single male. But I'm just saying. I think that
Shotty
Sean
just
know.
talking shit, y'all. Cause
No,
I'm
I'm
a
not.
single
Sean
man
know
too.
what the fuck I'm
Ain't
talking
nobody
about.
come back in my life
Bruh.
like this. But
shit. All right, y'all. I was right about Lawrence, so y'all gonna really like trust their judgment over my judgment. Okay, go for it. Sean, so you didn't think they were gonna end up all the way together like that?
Nah, not all the way together like that. Living in the same house, taking care of the little boy together. Cause
Yeah, that was cute.
yeah, I like that.
That was
Like,
beautiful.
That was very touching because I was like, dang, for real, really? So yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be like that. Now, because the vision she had, it just threw me. Yeah.
So let's hear from Team Nathan. Why did y'all think that Nathan was gonna get the cake?
Cause she had kicked the baby. I thought it was over with when she kicked the baby. I thought it was over with. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't see them get back together at all. I ain't lying. So y'all, not lying to y'all. I swear. We watch the episode now. Like, is she gonna keep the baby? Is there gonna be another thought process again? He was like, Issa. He was so happy to see her after she unkicked him. But not seeing them together, I did not see that at all. I really didn't want that at all. At all. Cause y'all had y'all time. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
And y'all had
16
some-
break.
And I think the last breakup was kind of very nasty, if I remember correct. And it wasn't a good one, so no.
You hear about something.
Man. fuck
Nah,
that
man,
shit.
you're not gonna be keep hurting my feelings. I'm already hurt. Then you gonna say some crazy shit behind it?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Hold
you.
on to that shit.
Am I holding on to this stuff? You bitch, you gonna talk crazy in my face?
See, well, you want to be with a crazy man. You team Nate. Diego.
Wow. Now time out. You want to talk about this shit? But Lawrence did some bitch ass shit. We're gonna go to a party. I love you. I love you.
It's called passion. Cut.
Go ahead.
No, we Lawrence, honestly, I did not want that either. I think that out of everything that's real in the show, that was the most cornbread wraparound ending.
Yeah, I thought I didn't like they could have worked for it. Yeah.
First season's coming around and stuff like that. That's like, now here we are, 5th season.
Yeah.
Man,
That was me.
I'm gonna support it. Like you said, Rashad. Like you said,
It made more
she
sense.
likes her fans.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like y'all just saw it was on Twitter. It was blowing up on Twitter. And since I've been watching Insecure, women on
love
Twitter
Lawrence. They love
want Lawrence. I'm like, what? Y'all just want him to take her back because she fucked up. She
started this shit. She started this shit. Yes.
Fuck
Yes. Thank you.
Out of all
She started
I
this
was
shit.
alone on the couch. I was thinking of an app. You knew what it was. You've been with me all the time. You supporting me.
Nigga
And
pulled
you
it
go-
right in.
You go
Nigga pulled it right in.
The fuck?
You fucked the producer.
God.
You know
fucked
what
the
I think it
producer.
is? You know what I think it is? I think that y'all was on some nigga shit, and y'all seen Nate and thought that he had met Issa and he was gonna get a come
because
up.
Nate- no.
I wasn't Team Nate.
I know what he's saying.
I was Team Issa.
But you had to pick one. You were going with Nathan.
No, I would definitely go with Lawrence. Fuck Nathan.
But I see what you're saying. It would have made
still
more
saying
sense.
Daniel.
It would have made more sense.
wow.
It would have made more sense if they would have done. If they would have got back together in like the 3rd or 4th season, maybe the 3rd season,
Something like that.
because so much time passed by. We done seen this nigga that had a baby. This nigga done broke
I
up
like,
with
the,
you.
I like the realness in that too. I like the whole storyline of him. They worked together.
Yeah.
He met old girl. That's life. That's real
true.
life.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
true.
having a baby.
Real life.
Yeah, after a breakup. Yeah, that's
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
He was
I
lost
see.
in the sauce.
Yeah.
Dead wrong, boom, baby here. You know.
Just getting caught up. Just getting caught up.
But it didn't change.
So what did y'all walk away learning from as heterosexual males? What did y'all walk away
that's
learning
your-
from Lawrence? Like, think about. Let me
Just
ask
keep
y'all
doing
this.
you,
Let me
nigga.
ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Is there one female that y'all have messed around with that you least expect you ever to be with? That if I told you was gonna come back and be your wife, is there somebody that comes to mind? Just answer that.
Yes.
No.
Oh wow.
No.
No, I'm looking towards
Do
the future,
y'all have
baby.
an ex that
Looking
y'all?
towards the future, baby.
This such an
Are you
ass.
saying in the sense of like in the show, if there was something in the universe for me?
I'm telling you to close your eyes and think about your exes.
Oh no, they all can burn.
Oh shit! I never felt that bad about no ex. Now, goddamn.
What's that dude? What's that dude on TikTok? Fuck your mama, fuck your cousin, fuck your sister, fuck your brother.
Not all, but definitely I agree with you. They go like not.
What if that's one of your wives? Like, what if that one of your wives? What if that's your wife?
I
though?
have several different wives on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
But you know, I always say that. Like, it's always like, what if that one person that I don't even think about? Let's just sit in the corner of my mind that never comes out.
But that's the old romantic. Like, think about it.
That
Boomerang
shit
that
don't
happened.
happen no more.
Fucking Eddie Murphy was going after Robin Gibbons and Halle Berry
it
was
can't
right
be
there
too
the whole
goddamn
time.
old. Fucking happened to Insecure in 2021.
No, I'm saying, but that's like just what people kind of think about. And how many times does it really happen?
Believe it or not, it happens. Think about it. Have you ever looked on Facebook and just been like, "Oh, them two fucking"? Like, what the? Where'd that come
I
from?
guess I've done that. Yeah, I've done that.
I'm like
I do be saying, hey, y'all went through Facebook.
Yeah,
and
I
see
be like, how the fuck they end up together?
No, listen,
or either I be
listen,
like, I
listen,
knew they were
listen,
fucking. I
listen.
knew it. I
Have
knew
y'all
it.
have y'all ever been on Facebook and been looking through your timeline like, who the fuck is this? Like, who the fuck is this? And then you go to their page, who is this? And they got like a bunch of your friends on it. You like, and they said they went to Shiloh too. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I got a call on my house. I'm like, who is this? They tell me, I'm like, oh shit, I ain't know.
See, I'm trying to tell you, it happens. Anyways, that's sidebar. What's your next question, D?
What's y'all thoughts on Molly and Issa's friendship?
That's friendship.
Because it's real. It's more of a sister. More sister.
Yeah,
they shit.
That's a real.
Because they went through every emotion. They went through every emotion, every type of every moment. Like she was there for her mama dying. She was there for all the breakups Molly had, all the breakups Issa had. So them niggas and they fought. They hated each other on a bunch of times. Not hated. They were just mad at the moment.
They came back together.
I don't know. I think it's beautiful. I think that I think we all have it. I don't
think it's a real
necessarily think.
friendship.
I don't think we always.
And you only get that with one friend though.
I was gonna say we get it once in life, and I don't think I think whether or not it lasts for however long it lasts depends on everybody's own story. But I do feel like it's out there. I do feel like it happens. I do feel like also. There are such things called soul contracts, and I feel like when you have friends like that are that in depth that ain't going nowhere, that's done roll with you through thick and thin, don't judge you, and you want to be around you. Y'all are on a mission together. Like y'all are meant to be cohabited. Isn't that what they say?
I want to add on to it too. Their friendship, but even though the show is over with, how do you think it will progress in the future with them? Now they're older. That she's married, all that. Do you think it will change anything, or they'll still have that strong bond?
I think Issa is married. I think that they probably will plan on having kids together because Kelly and Tiffany are having kids together. So I think that they will probably start families around the same time. They probably will both be, their businesses will both be pretty around the same maturity, so probably be doing good. And I think that their friendship actually might be closer. I could see them two creating some creative way of working with each other, like stay-at-home wives that have like a side hustle.
Okay. Sean?
Issa, call me if you need me to help you write that.
I think their friendship in the future it's still going to be the same. I think it's going to actually be stronger than what it actually is, because I'm going to piggyback off you. I think Issa's married, Molly's married, so that's going to grow them closer, even more closer, because now you can talk about marriage stuff instead of, oh, I'm still single, I'm talking about single stuff, and oh, you're married, you're talking about marriage stuff. So now they're going to become even closer. Like you said, they already got the sisterhood, and now then there's going to come the kids, and the kids going to grow up together. It's just, yeah.
How long are you thinking? Like what, 5 years out?
I say 5, 6.
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, what you think, D? Then Leprechaun.
No, go let Leprechaun go, because I got another question I want to end.
I think it's beautiful. You don't get that kind of friendship, especially with females that last like that for a long time. So to see them up and down and still be cool like they were, and about to have me crying at the finale at the wedding, after the wedding and stuff.
But before you ask your question, I got a question.
Okay.
With all your friends, whose friendship would you rather have? Tiffany and Kelly, or Issa and Molly?
Issa and Molly.
Issa and Molly.
Issa and Molly.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
really? I guess because it's. I mean,
How do you think they would have ended in the future, though? I want to know what your
and
thought.
Tiffany's husband.
He wasn't a good. He didn't show.
He was a good friend.
He
to
was a
Lawrence.
very good friend.
He was a great friend to Lawrence.
Oh wait, you said Tiffany husband.
Tiffany.
He was a solid dude. He was a solid dude. Him and the realtor.
Oh yeah.
The realtor was solid too.
Yeah.
I can't even think of his name.
Realtor was
No, he would speak certain facts to him, like you don't even take a girl on a date, you don't do this. So I like the realtor.
I can't remember his name either.
The light
Is it
skin
Eddie?
He the friend that you
Eddie?
listen to sometimes.
Eddie,
Was it
Frank,
Eddie?
some shit.
He the man. He got kicked out by his old woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did,
I don't remember his
but
name.
old boy didn't give him a place to stay. He gave Lawrence a
He
place to
gave
stay
Lawrence a place.
for a
Yeah.
pretty long time.
He couldn't give Lauren a place to stay. What Tiffany gonna? Tiffany gonna be like, no.
I
You know
agree.
Tiffany not. Come on now.
Yeah,
That wasn't gonna work.
but that's
Would
his
you,
friend.
would you even want to stay there with Tiffany?
Hell no.
If they got a basement,
Bruh.
Damn.
Diego. How do you think it was gonna end? Because I got another question I want to ask.
they got a basement.
And I got a back
door to go through. Shit.
And his own door.
You said that what now?
What did you think the future for them would look like?
To
Molly and
them.
Issa.
I think it's still gonna be strong because I do feel like now they're both older, and I think when Issa sees Molly do something, it kind of like makes her realize like maybe I should do this too, and not because like just because of that, but it puts something in her head like let me think about it. And her and Lawrence, of course, nigga, you gotta marry her now. The fuck, you gotta marry her now. It's been 5 fucking seasons. You got a baby on her. She done took you and your child, and y'all got money together. So, nigga, you better marry her. And that's gonna. And they got money. They can go travel to Greece together. They can go to where Santa. They can go wherever they want to go. He gotta marry her, and it's gonna be good.
Here's the next question then. Where do y'all see yourselves in the next 5 years?
On the way to retirement.
I should nothing with money.
That's retirement. I said retirement.
Career. I'm just talking about life.
Oh,
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
successful. Better than I am now.
Are you gonna be married?
It's a possibility.
Are you gonna be married?
It's a possibility.
Yay or nay?
I gotta find somebody to get married to first.
But I'm saying, do you think you can
I would
find somebody
want
in
to be.
5 years?
I would want to be, but I said that 5 years ago too.
Okay, so would it be married or would it just be like a long time lover?
No, to be married. I don't do no long time lover.
Kids
no.
involved?
Yes, because I want to.
Okay. Leprechaun?
You guys know I'll be 50
I was
in
about to say
5
he gonna
years.
be 50.
So
He gonna have a little young.
He gonna be on retirement from these streets.
hope definitely settle down. No kids. I got enough god kids I done help raise in this lifetime. So no. We gotta pray about that part.
You gotta compromise somewhere.
Ooh, they got.
Well, when that
I'll
time
tell you
get
what.
here,
If we do kids, they gotta be like 9, 10. Almost damn near
Can't do no
teenagers.
babies.
I can't do no babies. I cannot change the diaper at this age. I don't want to gag myself to death. I can't do it. So if I get like then successful, that's different.
No, it's not.
That's
It's still the same thing. It came out the same spot.
but that's the difference. Yeah, Diego, your turn. 5 years.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
Take it a shot.
Shit.
Like puppy shit is different than dog shit. Like it's like
Okay. Anyway, 5 years, man. I would see myself being totally free, more confident. Yeah, I'll be in my 30s. I'll probably be settled down, ready to start a family, and I just see myself just being way better than now.
So it sounds like you're gonna find yourself. It sounds like you're gonna find yourself in like a nudist resort in West, like Palm Springs or something.
What
like
I mean
just
by
living
free is
free
me being more.
and just
Me being more of my true authentic self and not being.
You're not
scared
your
to
true
do-
authentic self.
No, I feel like I am, but I'm be even 10 times more then.
So what does that mean? Like, does that mean like what's more concentrated Diego free spirit? Like, is that like
No,
you
just
going
more
to the club and dancing by yourself in the middle of the dance floor?
No,
Is that
more
you
being more
fishing
more
by
trust.
yourself?
No, more me more trusting myself.
Okay.
And me more making my own decisions and saying not second guessing when I make a decision. Just trust my gut and do it,
Okay.
and not think about nothing else. Be smart, but not just always second guess myself.
So
I
not
always think-
resisting life.
Yes, yeah.
Allowing what comes in for you. Okay, cool. I got it. 5 years, I probably see myself not married, not with anybody.
That sounds depressing.
No,
the way you said it. Not married, not with anybody.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with that. I think I got work to do. Like I got work to do. I don't
But
think.
it's 5 years. You think you can get a lot of work done in 5 years?
But then I'll be the end of my 30s, so I'll start wrinkling then.
That's what I'm saying. You be knocking on 40.
I'll be. I'll do it after 5 years. I'll do it after 5 years when I'm old and settle down, and my youthness isn't there anymore.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't foresee that because it's so, like I'm so like anti. Like I'm a loner. Believe it or
Why
not.
are you so anti being with somebody? I catch that from you sometimes.
I think it's I don't like the letdown. Like,
But it's life.
yeah, I know, but it's a part of life
Somebody
that I
gonna break
choose
your
not
heart.
to.
Somebody gonna fuck you over. Somebody gonna be good to you.
How many
Somebody gonna
times?
be worse than you.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I'm
you
just
never
a
know until you.
bullshit kind of guy. So it's just like, I just don't want to have to. I feel like I can use that time
Are you scared
being
to
more
get hurt?
productive. I'm not scared to get hurt. I just know that it's a process, and I don't want to have to go through the process. It's like losing someone. Like, it's a grieving process. I'm down for it. I know I got to go through it, but if I could avoid my loved ones from dying, sounds pretty damn good. So if I can prevent me having to go through a heartbreak
But
or
it
being
sounds
let
like
down,
that means you scared to be hurt.
I can't say
You
I'm scared
protecting
to
yourself.
be
You
hurt.
keep protecting yourself. What is it that bothers you? What is putting this wall? What bothers you about getting hurt or the process of getting hurt?
Speak on it.
What bothers you?
Nothing really bothers me. It's just that I'll say this. I'm very much like, to bring it back to Insecure, I'm very much like Molly. I have a very hard exterior, but I'm very soft and sensitive inside. So it's like, for me to go give you that part of me, I take it very personal when you fuck that over. Like, I take it extremely personal, and it's like, it's devastating to me. Like, why would you do that?
You know, now you knocking on 40.
Well, I'm
so
good.
When are you gonna change that side of it? We gonna take that protective shield off and say, I'm gonna go with the flow.
Probably when I get some of my personal goals accomplished.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
when I
good.
have more of my personal goals accomplished,
that's
then I'll
good.
have time for that bullshit.
Okay.
You know.
So right now you just focused on you.
So you say when you get your personal goals accomplished. So guess what? I have a couple of my personal goals accomplished. And guess what? I'm still. I ain't got nothing.
You know what?
Nothing. But I'm kind of like Molly. I'm gonna say this, and y'all are my cousins. Y'all can vouch for this. I'm an independent,
Yeah, you'll go get it. You've always been that way.
I'm a go getter. Like, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go make this money. I can go 2 hours of sleep. I'm gonna go get it. But I do miss.
He gonna do it the right way.
Yes, I do miss the comfort of somebody else at times, though.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna go get. I'm gonna get this money. But
Yeah.
I have to get an understanding of, I can't just work. I gotta actually give attention to
balance the
somebody.
life.
I gotta balance it out.
See, I'm smart in that aspect because I do look at people around me, and I've learned that through you. I've learned, because I was so adamant on, I gotta have the big house, I gotta have this, I gotta have this, I gotta have this, and I realized you can have it all, but if you don't have anybody to share it with, what's the purpose of having it? And I see that you've always been able to, materialistically, you've been able to manifest whatever the fuck you want. If you wanted a damn unicorn, you would get it. If you wanted the latest and the greatest limited edition SWV new Tesla Model 15 1300 Flintstone car, you got it. If you wanted a trip here, you got it. Like a house, you got it. Like, you've always been able to manifest it. But when I used to, like, I wouldn't say envy you, but just be like, God damn, I got all these fucking siblings. My mama can't help me, like, manifest shit like that or make shit happen, even though she does. But, you know, I just always looked at your situation as being kind of like that only child and just focused. Like, you had that support system that was just strictly focused on you. And I've learned that, like, it's cool to have those things, but you can't just focus on just that. And I think that's why I'm able to kind of say, now, what do you want? Do you want love, or do you want to accomplish your goals? Because if you accomplish your goals, love might not be part of the equation. Yeah. But understand that if you give up love right now, then when you do accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, love ain't guaranteed to fall in your lap right when you accomplish what you want.
Love don't live here anymore.
Right. So I'm willing to take a gamble on life like that because I'm more so focused on life purpose and just making sure I'm using my time wisely.
Question, and this is kind of me from the outside looking in, both of y'all too. Sean did a lot of groundwork in his 20s, early 20s. You in your 20s, you did whatever the fuck you wanted to do. And so now, him in his mid-30s, he's more on that, like, I'm ready to chill, because he's already done the groundwork from his teens to his 20s, and it's like, now you're kind of getting to that point. So that's why I'm asking, you can't go forever. You still got to balance life out eventually.
We're living life reverse, though.
Yeah.
What he's doing now, where he is in life now.
Yeah. And what I mean by the groundwork is, what I mean by is like the fundamentals of life. Sean got a house young. Sean
Yeah.
got his credit straight. He got this, that.
That's what I'm about to say.
And you did too, but it's different
I
ways.
did.
It's different ways.
I didn't because we're living life reverse.
Yeah.
What I was doing in my 20s, Sean's doing now.
Yeah,
and I don't mean that in an insulting
Oh,
way,
no, of
but
course not.
Sean's at a point in life where he wants that significant other to create
Yes,
memories
yes,
with. He
yes,
wants to
yes,
travel the world.
yes.
He wants to see the world. He wants to experience the world. He wants to go, be risque. He wants to go push life to the limits. He's at that point.
Yeah.
I was curious about that at 19.
Yes.
I wanted to see the world because I wanted to then come home and I wanted to figure out, okay, you saw the world, you know what's out there. Now what do you want? And I had love while I was doing that too. So I got a dose of love. I got a dose of what it looks like. I got a dose of good, bad, curiosity, what it's like to be a good significant other, what it's like being a wrong one, why it's important to understand what you're getting yourself. Right.
Well, you had a lot of phases in life.
Absolutely.
Which is good. Which is good.
It's like,
'Cause
I
at the
feel
point you're
like
at now.
I'm blessed because I was taught early on that it's not about my timing. It's
Exactly.
about my God's timing. So now I'm at a point in life where I've done things and it's like I used to beat myself up because I would compare myself to a lot of people at my age and be like, damn, I should be doing this, or damn, I should have this. But I already have been given a vision that when I get what I'm getting, it's going to be probably what they'll be upgrading to. And it'll be my first go round.
Yeah.
And I'm more so focused and dedicated on my life purpose. Like, why am I here? Because I know if I can figure out why I'm here and I can work towards that, I'll get the love. I'll get my needs met. So I think that's where I am.
Well, see, I think because you went through the early stages of that is how you now thinking, well, damn, what is my life purpose?
Yeah.
And how can I use it to help others? So that's good.
And it
just
should
like
show
with Sean,
you how
him
sensitive I am when it comes to love. Like, I take it serious.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't believe in it or don't want it, but I took it so serious my first go round that it was devastating when it didn't happen. So that was kind of like a mini divorce that I went through. So I'm just like the person who goes through a divorce and be like, I'm not getting married no time soon.
Right.
And for me to get married, like the hype behind it doesn't, like I don't have that hype behind it like the average person does, because I already know what the fuck dark times look like, and that's what I'm more like. I don't know if I want to go through that. But anyways, that's that part, and we're gonna tap in on that on the Soul Esteem session because I love talking about that because I think that people don't understand. Yeah.
All right, guys. So, man, I want to end this off with, we're going to bring this full circle. What is y'all thoughts, or how do y'all feel about seeing Issa D win in her series and Issa Rae win? Because Issa Rae started on the YouTube with the awkward black girl, and then she took it to here, 5 successful seasons, and now look at her. She's got movies out. She's producing, and then you got Issa D. She got her man back. She got money. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about that?
I truly feel like she did a great job of representing understanding when it's time to let something go for a new opportunity to come in. I also want to shout her out because I think that she did a fantastic job of showing what change is all about. Transformation is about. And I think it's ironic that she stopped at season 5. The angel number 5 means change. So I think it's ironic that she stopped it at season 5. I think just overall she represents transition. It gets easier. It's not about where you start because it's always another part of where you end. That's how I feel about all of it. Both Issa D and Issa Rae.
So I feel that she showed us blacks, especially black women, that you can always come up. You know, you might start from like she did in YouTube. You might think it's not doing nothing, but there's always someone out there watching every single move that you make and you never realize it. And she showed them that you can go from that to actually full screen TV, and then like Rashad said, she's producing. She got movies out. It can be done, and she's showing us that it can be. You know, I'm not racist. Hey, my best friend's white, so but it shows that not only white people can do these things, black people can do this as well. And I'm very proud of her. And I think her portraying Issa D, starting from nothing and coming to something, again, showing us that blacks black women especially, you can do it independently at the same time.
I'm gonna start a little backwards. Issa D did her thing because the talk in the mirror was everything. Every time she had to get herself together, so to see her do that and to her check herself like, girl, you going? Oh, but you can do it, but I can't do it right now. Okay, it's cool. So to see that, and then for the part her Issa Rae, I was told that she was waited for years to get this show on HBO. Like years, you guys, like 5 or better. So to see her to wait 5 or better years to get on the show and to have 5 seasons on that network, amazing. Simply amazing.
What about you, D?
Man, I think it was amazing on both ends. I mean, I loved watching her from the beginning to now, change as a woman through the show and probably have a lot of humility, stuff like that. Be herself and still come out on top at the end. And then, Issa Rae is she's a special person. I mean, she helped a lot of people out. She gave a lot of people chances. I mean, a lot of YouTube stars, she gave chances on her show. She put them in little skits. Like, that's dope for me, to see that. So I think both of them won overall. And I do got one more question. How do y'all think she portrayed the gays?
Her brother was a fool. When I say I can rock with him, I'm not even gonna lie. He my type of gay dude. I promise. He'll check them girls in a minute and give the business. So he check them and get right back to order. Spilling
That's
Kelly.
a good
Him
question.
and they had the best awkward relationship.
I'll say this. I think that it's very accurate. I think that this is like a real, you should be able to answer that. I mean, having a gay sibling, do you think that perspective that she gave, looking outside in, is what you would think?
From the gay guys that she had on there, there's only a few, but I mean, she portrayed them very well.
Like if you had a show,
Cause he wasn't
me, that's how you would portray me, like extra as fuck, and
he wasn't that extra. He wasn't
I was just trying to see if you would call me
he
extra.
wasn't that extra. No.
I was trying to see if he was gonna call me extra.
Nah, I would definitely do it like that because he was cool. He was cool.
No, I think she did a great job, and I think it was not offensive. It was tastefully done, and I think that she probably should tap into that. I think she probably could make a very funny show if she just did like a strictly gay-based sitcom. I think it would be hilarious. Yeah.
You look for writers, so we sit right in front of you.
Oh God. What do you think? Do you think she portrayed it in a particular way?
Nah, I think she did good. I really think she signed. She didn't go too deep into it, but I think the way that she did it and the way that like it played, it wasn't too much. It was like, and that was like her confidence too. Like she would go to him about a lot of shit that she had going on. So I like that role that he played in her life. But I think she did good.
I think that if she did it too much, then it would have been phony. Yeah.
Been a turn off.
And I want to highlight that she did all of these amazing attributes towards the black community pretty much half of the time during the Black Lives Movement. So, like, that speaks a lot of volumes too. This is a black woman who did all of this.
She didn't bring a lot of that stuff up. Like
but
the
she was
last
making
season,
moves during
I
it.
do like that we didn't have to feel like it was the COVID era. We didn't have to go through the. I'm not saying you. Sometimes people did it so much. We didn't want to see they doing riots and shit. When they talking about the George Floyd, and I know it needs to be talked about, but sometimes some TV shows were just milking it too much, where it got to the point where it was like, damn,
you just making money off of us.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be rude because I think all this shit was wrong, but sometimes you got to play it right. And I like how she kept us in her mind, like, this is still entertainment, and I want y'all to go to this world and kind of keep y'all away from what we got going on right now.
We needed some shows not to talk about COVID the whole time.
Yeah. Wearing masks and shit.
Real.
Like, get us out of that mindset.
Because when I see a mask now, I'm like, that was 2020. I know it.
Yeah.
I can see, I'm like, that was 2020. Like, it scares me at times.
Well, on that note, I just wanted to highlight those amazing things. I think Issa Rae, Issa D, all of the Issas are doing a fantastic job, sending a good energy, good vibe, and good message to the black community overall. I want to know, though, if you could just take the time to comment below, what is your favorite black sitcom? It can be all the way from the Parkers to Power. I don't care what it is. But what is your all-time favorite sitcom predominantly
Moesha.
African American. I just want to know which one's gonna.
Martin.
Yeah. Martin.
I'm a
yeah.
Jamie Foxx show. That's my shit. So I was gonna say.
Yeah, you used to watch Jamie
I
Foxx
love
every
that
morning.
shit. I still watch that shit.
We gave y'all an hour. This is a little special. It's our finale. We're no longer going to be able to do our Insecure reviews, which is okay because it just opens up doors to other opportunities. So look forward to those things coming. And I guess, Diego, we are officially signing out. Tell these people where they can find this Insecure review for the final time.
You can find us at YouTube, Soul Esteem Podcast Sessions. You can find us on Instagram, Soul Esteem Podcast Sessions with a 0. And you can always find us on Facebook too.
What I do wrong? I thought that was a really good handoff.
No,
you didn't expect to be that
I
smooth.
had a big yawn.
Oh,
And he was like, "The fuck."
oh,
But yeah.
well,
And at that note, is that what he say? What is his word?
and with that being said,
And with that being said, y'all have a good night.